Imagine realizing that the more you try to prove your worth, the more invisible you become to that person. And worse, without noticing, you're teaching them exactly how to treat you. Now answer honestly. What do you do when someone ignores you as if you have no value? Do you chase them? Explain yourself. Try to prove you deserve respect. The Stoics saw this as a silent mistake, because every time you react with desperation, you give away something that should never leave your hands, your power. But there is another way, a quiet, almost invisible way, that makes people feel your absence before they even understand what they've lost. And today, you're going to learn exactly how to act when someone treats you like you don't matter, without begging, arguing, or lowering yourself. The great Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus taught something most people still don't understand. Your worth is not defined by how others see you, but by how you carry yourself despite them. If someone doesn't value you, it says more about their limited perception than about who you truly are. And that's why you must learn emotional discipline, because this isn't about reacting, it's about mastering yourself. And now, here are 7 Stoic attitudes you must master when someone treats you like you don't matter. Attitude 1. Withdraw your energy. Attention is power. Every time you chase someone who ignores you, you're feeding the very behavior that hurts you. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. Stop giving your time, your presence, and your energy to those who don't recognize your worth. Because the moment you step back, something shifts. The dynamic changes, the control changes hands, and suddenly the person who ignored you begins to feel the absence they once took for granted. Attitude 2. Master silence. There is a strength in silence that very few people understand. Not everything needs a response. Not every act of disrespect deserves an explanation. Sometimes silence isn't weakness. It's strategy, it's maturity, it's self-control. When you stay silent, you break the cycle of seeking validation. You step out of a game where you would only lose. And more than that, you communicate something powerful without saying a single word. You don't need to beg for attention. Attitude 3. Protect your peace. Your mind is like a fortress, and most people leave the gates wide open, allowing anyone to walk in with chaos, insecurity, and doubt. But you don't have to accept that. Other people's behavior does not deserve control over your emotional state. If someone disrespects you, that's not a signal for you to lose your peace. It's a signal to protect it even more. Choose carefully what you allow into your mind, because everything that enters stays. And if you've made it this far, it means you're not like most people. So take a moment and subscribe to the channel Stoic Spring, because here you'll develop something rare: emotional control, inner peace, and the maturity to handle any situation life throws at you. Attitude 4. Improve in silence. While most people are busy trying to prove something to others, you should be busy building something for yourself. Don't seek revenge. Seek growth. Don't try to show that you have value. Become someone so solid that it becomes undeniable. Your progress doesn't need an announcement. It needs consistency, because in the end, quiet success always speaks louder than resentment. And as you grow, you naturally stop fitting into places where you once felt ignored. Attitude 5. Set boundaries immediately. Respect is not something you ask for. It's something you allow or refuse. Every time you tolerate disrespect, you teach others that it's acceptable. And the longer you delay that response, the harder it becomes to correct it later. Boundaries are not aggressive. They are clear. They are firm. And above all, they are necessary. The moment someone crosses the line, you must show, through action, that there is a limit that cannot be ignored. Because if you don't define your limits, others will define them for you. Attitude 6. Stop explaining yourself. There's a silent trap in constantly trying to justify your worth. You start believing you need to convince others of who you are. But those who truly respect you don't need explanations. And those who don't never intended to understand. Every time you over-explain, you place yourself in a position of inferiority, as if you're asking for approval, and that is exactly what weakens your authority. Your value doesn't need to be defended with words. It needs to be sustained with presence. Attitude 7. Walk away with dignity. This may be the hardest attitude, and at the same time, the most powerful. Because walking away requires courage, it requires detachment, it requires emotional maturity. But sometimes the greatest act of strength is not staying and insisting. It's knowing when to leave, without anger, without drama, without needing to prove anything, just with the certainty that you deserve more. Walking away is not losing. It's choosing yourself. It's closing cycles that no longer contribute to your growth. And now, here's the most important part. Many people only realize your value after you're already gone. When silence replaces your presence, when absence reveals what closeness once hid. But by that time, you're no longer waiting for recognition. You're moving forward, stronger, more aware, more at peace. Because once you learn to value yourself, you never again accept being treated as an option. And if this message resonated with you, write in the comments, "I choose my worth." And subscribe now to the channel Stoic Spring, because the more you develop this mindset, the more you build something no one can take from you, inner peace, clarity, and the maturity to live with purpose. And if you want to keep growing, watch the next video, because it might be exactly what you need to hear right now.